Hey guys, so we're back at the layout room. So far this section we've had to move it a couple times, so I'm gonna recheck if it's level. Should be. We haven't moved it that much. This section still has to be leveled off, but it's all up. I believe you've seen that in the last video. The room is coming along. We finished. Nick wants to go around the room. All the baseboard. And then we did do the upper and the corners in the back. So that is done. We actually got farther with the upper trim than we thought. We still got to put doorway trim on, outlet, and light switch covers, window trim, and then we might get some rope lights to go around the edge up above. We will be masking off. I know we should have did this first, but whatever. We will be masking off the trim and then sanding the ceiling and painting it sky blue and dabbing in some clouds and stuff. And then the fan, we're getting new fan blades for. We gotta hang the rest of the lights, but all in all, it's coming along. We also, I don't remember, did we go over paneling in the last one? I believe we were done with paneling. While the paneling's done, there's a couple spots right here where she's bowing from the heat right now and the humidity, but we'll pop a couple more nails in. We're getting a new air conditioner because that one's taking a crack on us already. And we're going to get a dehumidifier for in here as well. But yeah, so far it's coming along. Got another table going up here. Got two of the 4 legs on. We'll be taking a photo of this track layout right here for what was the green unloading and the run around and stuff. Because I want to do something similar, but on a different spot in the layout, probably on the upper deck. But there's no point in cutting these down when we're doing 3 feet right here and 3 feet across the back and 2 foot up this side. So we're taking the 2 foot section over here, we're moving it over here, and we're putting the 3 foots on the ends. So these will now become what will be the yard. Now back over here, I'll give you a sneak peek. You guys finally can see one of the cars. For some reason we constantly do this at night, after work and stuff, and we always make the video after we get some work done. So this is the 82 Cutlass diesel that we have. Again, my 76 truck parts are here. All this stuff back in this corner, this is either car stuff or layout or stuff for the building. I mean, I got roundhouse and turntable stuff out here, insulation and stuff. But next, after this layout room is finished, this is next, and we'll also be working on the layout. So we want to get this room insulated as well, and all the paneling up before winter. That way we can work out here, paint out here, because the goal is to have a paint booth over here if possible, and we'll be able to walk in between the cars. And we'll have 2 cars in here. One will be kicked this way, the other one will be kicked this way. So there will hopefully be a small paint booth over there with a vent going out the window. If not, we'll make one upstairs and make it so we can open the door or fold down the ladder and go right up the staircase, and then have one and by the front window so it vents right out. But that's all in due time as well. So if Nick wants to go this way, that pretty much wraps it up, guys. I mean, we got one of the old cars here, we got one of the old trucks here, we got the camper here, and then we've got the layout room coming along. And what would you say, a little more than 16 feet worth of track and tables in. We got some, like I said, after leveling goes, some tracking to do, but in due time. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time, and we'll see you on the next update. Hey guys, so with this little video series that we're cramming together, just a little more update on this layout. We've got these two tables over here built. This is going to be the 2-foot section. We're having a little problem with the paneling popping in some spots, like up here, and bowing because we don't have the dehumidifier out here yet. We got to pick one up, but again, we got to move still another pickup truck and 2 trannies and a pair of doors for the cutlasses. And oh yeah, and another 350, Nick just told me. But yeah, so today we went to the hobby shop, picked up some stuff, which I'll show you in a later video. And we decided to come out here afterwards. So we've been out here probably since 10 at night, and it is now almost 3:30 in the morning. So what's nice is we've been able to work with no complaining or anything like we would normally would have at the other place. And we also are able to come and go and stay as late as we want now. So this whole section is 2 foot. That's the old original section with the bridge and stuff. That is all staying. Like I've said previously, that table here is now the 3-foot section. That is all going to be ripped up. Something similar is going to be laid out for the switching up on the top. Over here, this is also going to be 3 foot. This is over by where the hill's going to start. And then back here, this is a 2-foot section. This is where the hill and the yard and all that's going to go. The gravel pit unloader is going to be pulled, and I'm going to be filling the hole and turning it into a train yard. And then we just got a few tables to build, and this stuff's going to be moved in the center. So, and then we got a railroad crossbuck sign, which we're actually going to mount on a post, and concrete in the ground out front. We got permission to. And then out here, just so you guys can see the amount of crap we've been having to move, because when you got, 4 classic vehicles, you accumulate a lot of shit, especially when you're trying to do shit like this and like this. So my dad is giving, I believe I told you guys this, Nick this cutlass, which gets the 383 stroker and the posi rear end. I believe that's 8.5 carrier. I would have to ask my dad. I'm not sure what the rear end, but this is out of Grand National posi. And then this is a 350 board 60 over. So this is technically, a 362 or something like that, is what I was told. And that is going into my 76 GMC, which is not here yet. And then that's another motor for probably what will be rebuilt and going in my brother's 86. And still got truck shit, railroad signs, cherry picker, and then the fence, which is going to be the gate for the shed. And layout shit galore is in here. If Nick wants to go, I'll show you that back there. Yeah, layout shit galore and car crap galore. We've got the upstairs up above kind of cleaned up. We got to go up there and really clean and put shelves up. But I've been hucking car fenders and stuff up there because I've got no room down here already. So, but yeah, so that's what we've been up to. It takes, especially with working full time for all of us, it takes a while to get stuff moved. But yeah, we're working on the layout as we can, guys. I know we've got 2 tables leveled now. And and then we had this donated to us by our engine builder. We just got to clean the outsides up because they were in the engine shop. But the insides are really nice and clean. Well, the legs on this is broke, but we just got to clean them up. And we got a mini fridge that'll be out here, a microwave, we got a pizza oven coming, and a mini freezer coming. And they're low enough to fit underneath the layout, and they'll actually be sitting over here underneath the engine shops. So, but yeah guys, that's about all we've been up to. More progress hopefully coming tonight. We're going to go test out the new locomotives and stuff at the club, technically today, and afterwards hopefully be out here. So stay tuned, and we'll catch you a little later. Hey guys, so we were looking at the brand new layout. It's a new layout room. There's a few things we gotta take care of with the ceiling and stuff that we've noticed. But if Nick wants to pan around, the area that you're in where he is standing, right there's going to be the technically WC yard, but again, my CSX power is probably going to hoard it until we get some more WC power with DCC. If Nick pans over where the microwave and stuff is, we're putting a microwave out here, mini fridge and all that. These were given to us. We don't know if we're going to use them or not. They're pretty dirty. They're from a mechanic shop. But this table here that will be going right there is going to be my dad's for his engine facility. The foot of this table is going to be my dad's, and 2 foot of this table is going to be for whatever my dad wants, and for this curve to come around for the upper deck and come into the center that we have to build here. Sorry, the camera kind of screwed up. Anyways guys, so one of the tracks will come in and go to the climb. Tracks to go back to the engine facility and into this engine facility. We're talking about leaving this one so he can run diesel power straight into his turntable and stuff from either end. The bridge is staying, like we talked about. All this is staying. This scenery kind of is falling apart over here. Make once more. You look what would be one spot you got a duck under now instead of 2. So this is probably going to get ripped up because it's not wanting to hold ever since we moved it. So we're going to redo it. These tracks here will all fold in on the very back, and then the climb will start right on this table. We're also going to have a yard lead that runs in, and possibly a siding for the main line. We're not sure. We decided with the space, it looked bigger, but it's actually a little smaller. It's going to be 1 solid yard instead of 2 yard ladders, which will be nice because maybe hold more cars. Somewhere in here, Walters makes a 2-track commuter stop that's elevated. We want to put that in here as well somewhere, and either have a passing siding or just a little kick out for the commuter and stuff. And then right here we have to build this table. This is actually going to be a table we're going to have to duck under to go into by the cars and stuff. And then on the center, like I keep saying, we're going to have a track go down the hidden staging and a track going up to the upper deck with the hidden staging. So loop back down and around, and it'll actually come this way because we're not going to be climbing underneath this side of the layout. We're going to be walking under there, and it's going to come down, and then it's going to start breaking into the tracks and come around and be the hidden staging yard all the way around. And it'll actually close up right about here to 1 track, and then that 1 track will swing around, and with that being like that, we're just going to have a swing bridge underneath. They'll stay open unless we're operating. When we're operating, we'll just close it, and we'll be able to pull trains in and out all the time, because unless you're back by the diesel facility or on the 2nd deck up at the barge or the ore dock that's going to be up over there, there's really no reason to be going back and forth. Over here, we decided this is probably most likely going to be the paper mill. and the coal unloading facility over here. And we're also going to have the main line wrap around. That way we can be pulling trains up and down with a passing siding on this side instead of just relying on the yard. And then on the helix, well, the ruptured helix for the climb, we're actually going to have LS&I's ore loadout, kind of loosely modeled. I'm going to have 4 units for LS&I, 2 AC-4400s, ex-leasers, and 2 U-boats, ex-BN. And I already have all those ordered. It's just a matter of when the Athens and the Rapidos show up, and then we can start patching, and hopefully by then the tracks will be laid. Also in the middle we'll have the logging. I believe I've said that before, but this whole new middle will hopefully be built here soon. It's going to be a little difficult, but we'll make it happen. We still have to level the 3 tables over here, but before we level any of the tables, we gotta fix the ceiling because it was so damp in here before we got the dehumidifier and everything from the humidity, and nobody running AC or anything in here. The drywall on top started to get white mold on it, so we'll be coming in here and we're going to be spraying mold killer, wiping it off, lightly sanding it, and then painting the entire ceiling blue. And then we're also finishing the trim on the ceiling, which we've actually got on this side. And then we're also going to be finishing the trim in the 2 corners. We had no choice but to do the upper half on this side because we wanted the layout up and we needed to get this room done so the layout could come here. So it kind of forced our hand on doing this. We'll end up taping this off and whatnot. But now we can actually focus on stuff for painting the ceiling and all that good stuff. We also got 4 more lights to hang on this side, and then we'll have 2 lights to hang here and 1 light to hang up there, just because that fan gets in the way, so we'll only have 3 in the center, but it should light it up real nice. And then one other thing I want to say is with this lower deck, it's not going to be too low. It's just going to be low enough for the 1x4s to actually just clear the top of my tallest cars, probably my twin stacks. That way it's very tight, it's not that big of a drop, but the trains have clearance. We're going to tuck the wiring up real nice this time. We're getting an NZ 10 amp system with probably 1 booster for a 5 amp, so that'll be a 15 amp system. And then we'll probably get, once the second deck's up, another 10 amp, make it a 25 amp system. We're also going to have breakers for the outside main over here, breakers for the inside main and everything on this side. There will be a separate breaker for over here, a separate breaker for over here, and then a separate breaker for the climb, 2 breakers for the diesel facility, 1 for this side and 1 for the turntable side that way. Same with my dad's area when he gets his up. And then there will be 1 solid separate breaker for just the lower level. And then the upper level is going to mimic pretty much the bottom for how the birds are. And then the climb will have a breaker on the actual hill for going up, and a breaker for the hill going down, and a separate breaker for the log wood out. That way, if somebody derails in staging, because you'll be coming up past the logging area, you won't have to deal with a short. That way you can continue switching and running over there, but whoever's underneath can fix. So, and I don't have the stuff here, guys. I wanted to show you, but Scale Trains has shipped out my order that I've been waiting for. So we have water tenders for UP for the big boy. We have a BNSF XBN weld car set, some containers, and I also have some Bowser coal cars that came in, as well as an Atom Genesis IC SC70 and a CSX SC70M. So we'll be taking a look at those as well as my full SC70M roster as of now. But that'll be in a totally different video just because for this sake, it's going on probably almost 11:30 and I got work tomorrow and we got Slinger Nationals. So for those of you that don't know what that is, look up Slinger Super Speedway and look up Slinger Nationals on YouTube. Real good racing. So with that, so guys, that's the layout. Nick just wants to pan around real quick. And for those of you, if you guys are wondering what that is, because it's probably popped up in the video a couple times on the pan, that is a 410 sprint car side wing off the big roof wing from the guy that flipped. And we got it signed and we brought it home. So it's going good and hope to be running trains within the end of the summer, and then winter we'll make up for missing the 4th of July video and all that. We'll throw a bunch of bicentennial on for you guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll probably see you real soon.